Vycházejte ven. Hrozí zatčení.
Hate this kind of operation. Impossible. No way they're reaching the city.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Nemám střídání.
Je zakázáno zdržovat se na ulicích. Opakuji, zákaz vycházení na ulici. Jedná se o dočasné pořádkové... Zákaz vycházení.
Biocell, painkillers, right over there.
You want?
Yeah. Stop.
You know it's just a smokescreen, right? This whole AUG thing was
The
cooked up so
craziest
that we
part
would
in
ignore
all
all
this
the
going
big
on
problems
is that
they
the-
thought we would raise.
My Interpol friend, it's dangerous for you to be out in the street tonight. What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, the killer is still out there. More victims have turned up. All of them Augs, all harvested. Just like Angela's gun.
So it's the same person doing all this, and we still have no idea who that is.
I'm not sure where all this is going, but I've been looking at old case notes, and it's uncanny. Marek Svobotka, the old harvester, he's supposed to be dead, yet this killer seems to... Little habits that were never made public. I even called the cemetery just to make sure Svobodka's still dead.
And?
He's dead.
That doesn't explain what you're doing here.
It's still my case, isn't it? And it's still open. I was hoping that maybe Daria suddenly remembered something. And what about you? You know very well that your Interpol ID doesn't mean shit tonight. Hell, I should be arresting you right now.
I don't have time for this. Daria's in trouble, and I need to get inside. You do whatever you have to.
All right. I suppose you should check on your friend. I'll take a look around the building. You know, in case. Just try not to get caught.
I won't.
You should check for yourself. Maybe it's me she doesn't like. If you don't mind, I have something else to take care of. Alone. I'm going to keep watch out here, make sure everything is secure. I'm going to keep watch out here, make sure everything is secure.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yes, folks, these are troubled times indeed. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Keeping you alive and clearing a way to your future. Proven. Safe. Versa life.
Around the clock, around... the world. Picus News. Always watching. Because you are always watching. Now back to our top story. State police in Prague, working under direct instructions from the Army of the Czech Republic, have imposed a state of martial law throughout their city. Reporting to you live from Picus.
The Center. Structure, oncology, quality, excellence. Center is restoring the past and building the future.
This report
Oh, thank God. I knew you'd find me. We must hurry, before he comes back.
Before who comes back? The man who killed Angela Gunn?
Yes. He knows you're after him. He wanted you to come.
So where is he?
He's everywhere. Can you not feel his presence? Are you not scared?
Why did he bring you here? What does he want?
He's using me to get to you. He thinks that by removing your augmentations, he can make you whole again. Quickly, come closer. Help me to get out, and then deal with him. Please, I beg you.
I need to know where he is first. How long ago did he leave here? Which way did he go?
You've got to be joking. We don't have time for all these questions. If he knows I spoke to you, he will kill me. Please, my ankle. Come closer. You must help me escape.
I don't see what the hurry is. You're safe where you are for now. I need to deal with the killer first.
A little late to back away now, isn't it? You would sidestep salvation so close to the gate? I don't think so. Admit it, all this time you ignored the facts because deep down you wanted to be saved.
I came here to help you.
You're the one who needs help. Don't you understand that? I can make you human again. I have to make you human again. It's not too late. You need not die, machine.
Shut down the whole
Don't do
city.
anything stupid.
We got it wrong, Adam. Brown's financial prospects aren't as rosy as we thought. He stands to lose trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes.
That doesn't make any sense. Millions of displaced Augs will flock to Rabia.
And the city can't support them. Brown's been selling investors a pumped-up dream. The corporate city-state where like-minded individuals govern themselves while investors reap the profits.
Kinda goes against the idea of a one-world government.
Yeah, and if it fails, so does Brown, the Santo Group, and anyone else standing in the Illuminati's way.
So they want to kill a competing dream and get rid of their augmented problem in one fell swoop. I take it Brown's been campaigning against the act?
And unlike Rucker, he's got the money and influence to stop it.
What about the orchid sample I gave you? Marchenko's smuggling more of it into London. Were you able to analyze it?
That's some pretty sick shit, man. As far as we can tell, it targets a specific protein sequence in the body and deletes it. But without that sequence, the immune system goes into overdrive, attacking and rejecting critical organs within minutes. Rucker's death must have been horrible.
It was. The way it hit him, it looked like his augmentations were being forced out of his body. Like he was experiencing a ramped-up form of rejection syndrome.
The orchid's an Aug killer? How did you survive it?
I suspect it's an everyone killer. But something in my DNA must be resistant to it. My body doesn't reject augments, Alex. I've never needed neuropozyne. Maybe that's the key.
No neuropozyne dependency? Jesus, how's life at the top, man? You gotta be what, 1 in a billion? Still, don't go testing this theory out. You might not be so lucky next time. Darknet posted pictures of Rucker's corpse. If Brown and all his elegant, fancy potential investors get dosed, and Picus News broadcasts images of them, it's gonna send a message.
I'd better warn Miller. You can stay here if you want, till the curfew's lifted.
I can take care of myself. But when the task force hits London, keep me in the loop. Not sure what I can do, but good luck, Adam. And be safe.
Miller, it's Jensen. Is McCready still working on that plan? And for London? Because there's another variable to consider.
You can brief him yourself at TF-29's airfield. We're mobilizing.
Copy that. How do I get there?
Damn curfew's still in effect. So if you can get to Chicane's place, he'll fly you to it. Miller out.
Adam, good. We need to talk, son.
What's going on, Seraph? Why the secure vidcall number?
I looked into Facility 451. It was a processing clinic, one of dozens set up after the incident to help augmented people recover. It was supposed to be places to heal, but they were run more like prison camps.
And?
And I don't think you got your new AUGs there. You said rescue teams dumped you in that clinic shortly after Panchaea collapsed, but your name doesn't appear on its entry logs. And it doesn't appear on any survivor recovery lists either.
They said I was a John Doe. Nobody knew who I was.
It wouldn't have been hard to find out. Your augmentations have serial numbers. Or at least the ones I had installed into Adam Jensen did.
Are you suggesting all my AUGs are new? Even the ones you gave me?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm telling you, all the AUGs we ever installed had registry codes, and they're not hard to trace.
I know my AUGs, Seraph. It took 2 years for my body to get used to them, to unlock all their potential.
2 years? Really, Adam? One of which you don't remember because you were allegedly in a coma in Alaska. Look, son, all I'm saying is it wouldn't have been hard to identify you, but for some reason, that never happened.
Why are you so sure I didn't get these AUGs in Alaska? Orloff was there. I spoke with him.
You said he was using an alias, McFadden. I looked into it. Casper McFadden didn't exist until the day you regained consciousness, which was 1 month before you escaped the facility.
Okay, so where was Orlov?
Not in Alaska. He was with Tai Young Medical for a while, and in the spring of 2028, his name pops up once or twice in the Baltic region. Then he dropped off the grid, and McFadden shows up.
So what does that prove? Orlov is McFadden, and McFadden is Orlov. None of it connects him to me.
Except for the AUGs which Orlov designed and nobody else knows how to install, let alone make compatible with a competing system.
What are you trying to tell me, Seraph?
I'm sorry, Adam. There's not much more I can say. There's some conclusions you have to make for yourself. All I know is the deeper I dig, the more questions I have. Orlov might have had answers, but as soon as you found out he was in Prague, that he'd been visiting Prague periodically ever since you started working with TF-29's division there, somebody killed him. You tell me what it all means.
I can't. Not yet.
Well, if you ever do find out, give me a call. Until then, take care of yourself, Adam. Be careful.
Thanks for the help, Seraph.
out of there.
We have no business together. It is dangerous to be out in the street tonight. What are you doing here? It's after curfew. It's dangerous.
Serial killers are dangerous. Curfews are just inconvenient.
I beg your pardon?
Daria Mishka. Ring a bell.
I'm sorry, but I'm not at liberty to divulge anyone's personal information.
We both know why I'm here. We can take the scenic route if you want, but if something happens to her because you felt the need to bullshit me...
Just tell the lawyers I'm doing the best I can here. If they were going to send someone, they should have told me. We could have coordinated.
The lawyers, huh? You really need to start filling in the blanks. What was your involvement with Daria? Why did you need her to meet you here?
I used to know Daria. She was a patient of mine.
Your patient? You mean here at the drugstore?
No, of course not. Before that, when I used to work for Taeyong Medical, big tech corporation. You know it?
Enough to know I don't like where this is going.
I headed a project, the cutting edge of neural science and cellular memory replacement. We dealt with people suffering from severe social disorders. We were making people better by making them better people.
How exactly did you make people better?
We found a way to isolate specific character traits. The idea was to use neural implants with imprints of desirable traits from select individuals and insert them into others who were, how should I say, less gifted. Take a man like yourself, for example. Would have given you a sense of humor.
I'm funny enough as it is. Now how about you tell me what went wrong? Something obviously did.
We were trying to help people. Imagine what it would mean if we succeeded. Anxiety, gone. Apathy, gone. Depression, gone.
Diversity gone, spontaneity gone, individuality gone. But you probably left that part out of your sales pitch.
Daria is responsible for what Daria does. The only reason Taeyong forced me to get involved is because so much is at stake for them. Big brand name to protect. I've met their lawyers, men whose briefcases are filled with broken teeth. You must understand.
I've been very patient so far. Too patient. That's about to change unless you start getting into details. What are you not telling me?
Look, I haven't had anything to do with this for years. Taeyong Medical contacted me and told me it was my responsibility because Daria was my patient. They implied that if Daria's story ever came to light, I would take all the blame.
So you're in this out of the goodness of your heart. What else?
My job was to address people's deficiencies by integrating donor personality packages. That meant we needed lots of confident volunteers to donate time to our project. As you can imagine, people weren't exactly lining up to have a scrape inside their heads. So Taeyong had to diversify.
Once again, not sure I like where this is going.
Taeyong Medical cut a deal with various penitentiaries. Prisoners who took part in our programs, they got granted little perks, bigger cells, running water. The prisons, they benefited from facility upgrades. It was a win-win.
You implanted the personality traits of prisoners into the mentally unstable? Smart. Let me take a wild guess. Daria's donor was Marek Svobotka, better known as the Harvester.
Donor number 698843. All I saw All I was given was a series of test scores that showed a perfect match. Everything she was missing, he had. Nothing else mattered at the time.
An innocent woman's been turned into a vicious killer, in large part because of a procedure you carried out. I'd say that matters.
Daria wasn't turned into anything. She willingly participated in a procedure. Now she is willingly killing people. You may choose to see a causal relationship between those two things, but let me assure you, it's more complicated.
Save it for the lawyers. What I need to know is how to stop her.
All right. Look. We obviously want the same thing here. Daria has a neural chip installed just above the hairline. She won't let you get anywhere near it. So if you're serious about putting an end to this, you'll have to, you know...
What, kill her?
That would be my preference, yes. Or I suppose you could just incapacitate her, but then you run the risk of having her wake up. Not a risk I would take personally.
There must be another way. Something that doesn't involve attacking her.
I wish I could help you. Unless you're willing to meet violence with violence, Daria's not a victim. Chip or no chip, she is behind this, and she will try to attack you no matter what you do.
I don't think Daria's as responsible as you make her out to be. Taking her out and removing the chip is great for you. Gets rid of any evidence that might link her actions to your bungled experiment. But there's no way it's my only option. And there's no way Tai Young Medical would develop a sensitive technology like this without some kind of failsafe. I know you're holding something back.
Like what?
A weakness, an override. Something that allows me to talk to her without the influence of whatever it is you installed.
Well, there is an override phrase. Daria's been programmed to react to it with specific subconscious impulses that are designed to trigger a shutdown of the chip.
Why wouldn't you tell me that in the first place?
Because I knew you would overestimate what it could do. You're a fool if you think you can just walk up to a killer and say a magic word. It won't undo what she's become. The decision to act on Svobodka's memories, to repeat them, that was all Daria. Simply shutting down the chip at this point will not be sufficient.
That's for me to decide. What's the override phrase?
Ad hominem 2026. But I warn you, do not turn your back on her. And do not underestimate her responsibility in all of this. We all have terrible nightmares. We all have visions of sick and terrible things we could do. But we don't all act on them. You must be careful around her. You must find a way to deal with Daria. It is dangerous to be out in the street tonight. It is dangerous to be out in the street tonight.
No telling what kind of freaks are coming out of this. There. No sign of trouble. what kind of freaks are coming out of there.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Miller's not here yet?
He's already left for the main hangars with McCready's team. We're supposed to rendezvous with them there. You ready to go?
Not quite. I still have a few things to take care of.
Well, let's not keep him waiting too long, huh?
into the city?
Hlášení o zákazu vycházení. Násilí v komplexu útulek se šíří. Kvůli vlastní bezpečnosti nevycházejte ven. Hrozí zatčení.
Before who comes?
Yes. He knows you're after him. He wanted you to come.
So where is he?
He's everywhere.
Why did he bring you here?
He's used...
I need to know where...
You've got to be Joe.
You can drop the act, Daria. I know what's going on here. I know there's no one else out there. I ran into an old friend of yours. The name Cipra mean anything to you?
You mean Dr. Cipra? Where did you dig him up?
He's worried about you.
He's worried about himself. He's worried about Tai Yong Medical. They're willing to kill to cover things up, to preserve their precious image. Their reasons are savage compared to mine.
Killing augmented civilians is one thing, but you've never dealt with someone like me. Trust me, you don't want to do this.
You think I'm afraid of you? You think I'm afraid to die? I must atone for my mechanization by saving all the others. Please, let me do this for you.
You think you're saving me?
I'm your only chance. It's not too late. I can make you human again. I have to make you human again. You need not die a machine.
Before who? You can...
You mean?
He's worried about you.
He's worried about himself. He's worried about Tai.
I don't believe this is who you are. Something changed in you after Cipra's surgery. Made you do things you would never have done otherwise, for reasons that aren't your own. But it's not too late.
Don't be so naive. I am who I've always been. Cipra's surgery, all it did was give me access to another man's technique. His courage to follow through.
I can still help you. Ad hominem 2026.
What did you do? Is that how machines pray?
Listen to me. The neural chip that Dr. Cipra installed in you is in the process of shutting down. Try to focus. This version of you that's been hurting people, I don't believe that was really you.
Then you don't know me very well. Why? Why should this change anything? The procedure gave me access to memory banks that weren't my own. The choice to draw on those memories was mine alone. You can't take them from me.
The shutdown process may take some time. There may be lingering effects, but that doesn't mean it's too late to help you.
You really believe that, don't you? All right. Prove it. Approach me. Come. Closer. Save me from all those horrible things Dr. Cipra did. There's nothing to be scared of, right? Surely, whatever trace of the harvester was inside me is gone now that you've said the magic words.
You obviously need more help than I can offer, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. Whatever power the neural chip had over you should be diminishing now. You should be able to fight whatever urges Svoboka's memories inspired in you.
I don't need help. You do. You need to be saved. All Augs need to be saved. Svobodka inspired me to... I can make you human again. I have to make you human again to atone for what I am.
This notion you got that augmented people need saving, that there's something less than human. Look, I didn't know her, but I guarantee you Angela Gunn was a human being. Her humanity was defined by her ideas, her passions, the causes she believed in. It had nothing to do with whether or not she was augmented.
Svobodka never saw them as individuals. To him, they were victims of an age that terrified him. Mirror images of the monster he had become. He believed the entire race was under attack, that mechanization would keep our souls from migrating.
How does that sound like to you when you say it? Migration of the soul? Victims of an age? I'm not talking abstract concepts here. I'm talking about people. Svobodka never saw his victims as human beings because it would have made it impossible to do what he did. He was sick, he was scared. Whatever he was no savior.
You're right. The more he killed, the easier it became. That is why he had to repeat the actions, ritualize them. It was a way of justifying his beliefs. If you kill one man, the memory is like an anvil. If you kill 7, you quickly forget the first. It all starts to seem... inevitable. Surely it must be obvious to you by now. The Daria you came here to save no longer exists. She hasn't for a long time. All that remains now is his drive, his legacy, his cause.
His cause, not yours. I don't know the extent to which you're responsible for your actions, whether you chose to be like him or whether it was completely out of your control. But you are different. If you can recognize that, then maybe you can start distinguishing his motives from your own.
Let's say that I can feel his presence receding. After all this time, maybe I can finally recover the person I was before suppressed procedure. That doesn't undo what I've done. How can I possibly be allowed to walk out of here?
It's not for me to judge you. I want smarter people than me to look into this neural procedure you underwent. Dig into Cipra and Tai Yun.
So you're offering me a fair trial?
I'm not offering anything. But if there's any hope of moving on here, not killing anyone else is a good start. Society has every right to judge you, and it also has a right to hear all about Cipra and Tai Yun Medical. I'm not an expert on extenuating circumstances, but I'd say you have an interesting case.
You were right before, about the override process taking time. I can feel him receding. Memories of memories no longer crashing against me like they did. Let me prove it to you. Come closer. I want at least one person to know that I'm no longer what I was.
All right, Daria, we need to get you out of here for real now. This needs to end.
The version of me who did those things to Angela, I cannot even imagine it being me, even though I know it was. Whatever happens now, whatever the authorities decide, I hope you believe me.
What's going on here? What the hell am I interrupting?
Detective Montag.
Daria's got a story to tell you. How you react may have something to do with your thoughts on experimental neural therapies and big medical conglomerates.
I don't understand. Where is the harvester?
I want to turn myself in.
One of you really needs to start explaining.
I want to confess to the killings of Angela Gunn, Misha Voracek, Pavel Klima, and Leonie Wolf. I also need to tell you about a neural procedure I underwent. It involves Taiyong Medical and a man named Dr. Nicholas Sipra. I hope you'll listen.
You can handle this from here. Just listen carefully to what she has to say.
All right, Daria. I think you should start at the beginning.
2 years ago, I signed up for a program sponsored by Taiyong. Medical. They said they could help people to become better versions of themselves. It all feels so long ago now. Another lifetime.
I suggest you remember everything you possibly can about this procedure you underwent. Who was involved, when it happened.
I'm not that person anymore. I swear to you.
Take your time. For now, nothing's going to happen until I get the full story.
Turning myself in is for the best. I know that now. It's like trying to remember another version of myself. I can recall the actions, but the impulses that led to them, they feel so foreign. Need to keep moving. It's like trying to remember another version of myself. I can recall the actions, but the impulses that led to them, they feel so foreign.
Damn. It was just over there. Nothing?
Access granted.
For infraction from my court.
This is just going to cause people to panic.
Here come my boys.
Yeah, let's go.
Unbelievable. You told him it's a credible threat. I understand that. There are hundreds of lives at risk.
I hope you're wrong about this, Jensen.
So do I.
Fine. Have your men pull back until I can talk to him myself.
Miller out.
Changing plans. Mac, you and your team will rendezvous with our London division. Secure the perimeter until I tell you to come back in. Jensen, you and I are on the roof.
Is there a problem?
Wrap it up, gentlemen. Approaching the target building now.
Get your coat. You're gonna need it. I don't have to tell you what's happening. You know the drill. There are people down there. Radical, augmented people who've been sidelined by this world and who think the only way to stop the oppression is by tearing down everything in their way. Their grievances may be just, maybe they should be heard, but never on these terms. The world may be going to shit, but we're here to stand against the chaos. Every one of the guests down there are counting on us to keep them safe. Let's make sure we do.
Director Miller, I'm Nathaniel Brown. Thank you for agreeing to handle this discreetly.
We didn't exactly have a choice. You threatened to invoke the Corporate Sovereignty Act.
I gave your London division a full day to sweep for explosives. They found nothing.
It's not just bombs we're concerned with.
I've also replaced all the food and beverage, brought in extra guards from Tarvis Security Services, and ordered the men to work with your team when it arrives. Trust me, I'm taking this threat very seriously.
Then why not cancel the event?
This isn't the first time extremists have threatened to tear down the Safe Harbor Initiative. Pro-AUG supporters think we're profiting from their misery, promoting more failures like Gollum City. While anti-AUG racists can't stand the thought of any augmented person living in peace. Canceling this event will only embolden all of them.
The men planning to attack here tonight are no ordinary extremists. They murdered Talus Rucker, and they want to frame the Augmented Rights Coalition if their attack tonight succeeds.
Is this true? How do you know it?
How does it matter? We're here because of a credible threat against you and your Safe Harbor Convention.
These men are out to stop you. They know you've been campaigning against the Human Restoration Act. They need it to pass. They don't care how many lives they destroy, as long as that happens. But we do.
It's Agent Jensen, isn't it? David Seraph told me about you. You might not believe this, Agent, but I'm also trying to save lives tonight. The lives of your people. Several members of the UN Security Council are on my guest list tonight. I plan to convince them just how wrong the act really is. Talus Rucker couldn't stop it from passing, but I can.
Where are you meeting then?
In a secure conference room off the reception hall. Men from your London division have already cleared it.
Doesn't matter. I want to see this room myself, and I want Agent Jensen here to coordinate with Tavos security, while the rest of my team re-examines the building. Discreetly, of course.
The head of our Tarvis division is Liam Slater. He's waiting for your man to join him in the Central Security Office.
Go see him, Agent, and keep MacReady and me in the loop. Mr. Brown, if you'll show me that conference room.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alex, I'm at the Apex Center. Brown's got members of the Security Council here tonight. Members sympathetic to AUG rights.
You understand they must be protected at all costs.
Janus? Were you eavesdropping on me?
Forgive me, but the situation did seem to merit it.
Right. Well, if I need your advice tonight, I'll ask.
The Illuminati already tried once to control human evolution. Having failed, it appears that some of them now are pushing for complete eradication of your kind. We need to stop them. Brown and the people he's meeting with tonight may be the only ones who can.
Adam, Janus is right.
We'll see.
I can assure you, sir, we're on top of everything.
You can trust us, sir.
Nothing will happen on our watch.
We will make sure nothing unexpected happens here tonight.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You can trust us, sir.
Move away. Access to this part of the building is restricted. Security personnel only.
Chief Slater's expecting me.
Chief... Oh, right. He's, unavailable at the moment. Urgent matter.
The urgent matter is why I'm here.
I'm sorry. Who did you say you were with?
You know what? It's fine. I don't want to disturb the man if he's into something. I'll come back.
Sure. I'll tell the boss you are here.
Miller, McCready. Tarvos isn't letting me in. The guard I spoke to, something's not right here. McCready, anyone from Tarvos Security contact you yet?
Negative. Which is odd, actually. Shit. If the building's already compromised, forget it. We stay on task. Jensen, get inside Slater's office and find out what's going on.
Copy that.
Max. Send a team up for support right away. Already on the way.
I can assure you, sir.
You can
we're
trust
on top
us,
of
sir.
everything. Nothing will happen on our watch.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Possible contact. Tag received. Confirm.
Move away.
Chief Slater.
Chief.
The urgent matter.
I'm sorry.
I didn't. Look, I have an appointment to meet with Liam Stevens. Chief Liam Stevens. And I don't have a lot of time. Could you try him on the radio for me?
I'll do better than that. You wait here, and I'll tell Stevens personally that you are here to see him, okay?
Miller, McCready. Tarvos isn't letting me in. The guard I spoke to, something's not right here. McCready, anyone from Tarvos Security contact you yet?
Negative. Which is odd, actually. Shit. If the building's already compromised, forget it. We stay on task. Jensen, get inside Slater's office and find out what's going on.
Copy that.
Max, send a team up for support right away. Already on the way.
You can trust us, sir. Connected to network.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Area clear. We're in. No problems.
You'll get bored and leave. Everything back to the security. All clear. Confirmed, as you were. Months.
Area clear. Confirmed.
Yep. Updated, as you were.
Look at the results. Them all up, not one shot.
Exactly. All systems functional. Confirmed.
Tonight's festivities go off with the same precision.
Not to worry. Tarvos Security Service is on the case. I was counting on a little more resistance.
All clear, all quiet. Confirmed.
Negative on lock.
Mark it.
Miller, McCready, I've got Tarvos bodies up here. We are definitely compromised.
Fuck. All right, men. Listen up. We expected something like this. Mac, how close are you to the CSO?
Entering the stab. Oh, shit. Fucking doors are on security lockdown. I can't go anywhere but back.
Jensen, there should be a security override switch inside Slater's office. Get in there, get the doors unlocked, and get Mac and his team moving again.
Copy that.
Hard to believe jacking the security network was that easy.
All systems function. Confirmed. Confirmed, as you were. Security active. Confirmed. Confirmed. As you were.
Waypoint clear. Confirmed. Up.
Stated, as you were. Move to next checkpoint. Confirmed. Confirmed, as you were.
Security active. Confirmed.
Confirmed, as you were.
Security systems active. Confirmed.
Can confirm.
Security systems active. Confirmed.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Clear patrol. Confirmed.
My friends, there's been darkness in the world of late. But where there is darkness, there is also opportunity, and we must seize it. We are the ones who can bring light back into the world. If we must, we will take up that torch, and we will make sure that all the augmented have a chance to live with dignity. I'd like to propose a toast.
Miller, McCready. CCTV shows another compromised area. Back of the house. Looks like catering.
I've got eyes on that area as well. It looks like our bogus Tarvos units are using a guarded security door to access the reception hall. Oh, fuck! They're everywhere, circulating among the guests.
What are they playing at? Why aren't they fucking shooting yet? Jensen, any sign of Marchenko or the Orchid?
Negative. Neither. Miller, can you get to Brown?
I'm moving to him now, but Jensen, we need to know if the Orchid is in play. Get down here, circulate and find a key to that door. One of the guards must have it on him.
Copy that. It'd be easier if I knew how many guards I'm dealing with.
I'll upload their patrol routes to your retinal log. But we don't want all hell breaking loose down here, so take them down quietly. Mac, you rally with Jensen ASAP. I'll pick up Brown and get him safe. Good luck, man.
Security systems active. Confirmed. Check update. Task complete. Moving to next. All clear, all quiet. Confirmed.
Can confirm.
And get rid of the rich, the world gets better.
Confirm on plane control.
Confirmed.
Connected to network. Thought Tarvos might have been more trouble.
Control clear. Confirm.
Connected to network. Sector report. Over.
Alright guys, I'm inside the reception hall. Got eyes on some of the guards, but there's no telling which one has the keycard.
Well, you'll find it soon enough, mate, because you need to take them all out. Can't have anyone in the weeds, yeah? And do it quietly. I'm close to your position now. I'll see you soon.
Up.
No need to worry, sir. Security for this event is taken care of.
Close to that guy's face.
We have ensured that nothing will interrupt the festivities.
Welcome to the Safe Harbor Conference. Do you have anything you'd like to share for posterity? No?
Oh, it's one
Maybe
of
later
you.
then.
I should have known you'd seek me out.
Stand right there. We can do a slow pan, show off your augmentations.
Look, the UN vote isn't personal. People like me, well, we just don't mix with
got all
people
that,
like
right?
you.
On your way.
Jensen, how are you making out?
No luck yet.
One of them's got to have that key card. Search them well.
This project's an artificial utopia.
You should be dead, Adam Jensen.
Instead, you show up here with your comrades in tow, forcing me to adapt to the situation. Because of you, hundreds of men, women, and children must be sacrificed. Because of your interference, I had to place explosives in the residential towers across the way. I can send a detonation signal at any time. But if you come to the exhibition hall right now, maybe I won't have to.
Talos Raka was a patient man, brother, but I am not. Come and see me.
The bombs.
I heard a Don't know if I'll find him in time, but I'm already on it. Fucking hell!
Oh, he's fired!
Jensen, how are you making out?
No luck yet.
One of them's got to have that key card. Search them well.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Look on me well. There! Defend!
You should.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I took down another guard. Still got nothing. I'll keep looking.
Copy that.
Anyone get the... Copy that. Confirm. Waypoint clear.
You haven't seen any sign that someone is on to us?
Good. But keep your trigger from the radio. If we are compromised.
I know the plan.
It is extreme, but it must be done.
Agreed.
Stay tuned to Picus News for full coverage of the convention as it unfolds. This is Eliza Cassell. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. Look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories.
Securing the vector. Over.
Around the world, Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. All eyes are on London tonight, as last-minute preparations get underway for the most anticipated safe harbor convention. People are even now gathering inside Apex Center.
I took down another guard. Still got nothing. I'll keep looking.
Copy that.
I, for one, cannot wait to see more pictures of Rabia. So stay tuned to Picus News for full coverage. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you.
Moving in, go.
Unbiased and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines.
I took down another guard. Still got nothing. I'll keep looking.
Copy that.
Hot topic was the so-called Ring of Fire, where the Pacific and Arctic plates meet. There is
They won't be influencing anything. You're ready, son. You're ready.
This is gonna be satisfying.
I'll climb up to the CSO, see what's going on.
There is currently an increase in the seismic pressure in the North American plate. The subducting plate builds up enough energy to run up the ocean floor. This massive shift in the water column causes tsunamis like the Paleolithic era. Over here!
It's bound to happen sooner or later.
What is taking so long?
Makes me wish I could move
This
there.
party will be the highlight of the year.
I guess we'll never know.
I heard some of the first residents of Rabia would be
I'll be
here
able to
tonight.
say I was here.
Are you
Right
one of them?
I guess we'll never know.
Round game, augmented people.
You must be so excited to have a city all to
I'll be able to
yourself.
say I was here. Right here. Round game.
Hold on, maybe. Let's see.
I can see why you think the city is a good idea, but frankly, you're wrong.
I'm surprised they didn't make you the Sarif Industries poster boy.
There's no way Rabia is ever going to live up to
Lots of
that.
Sarif Industries augmentations, I see.
Propaganda with that free food.
Lovely evening, isn't it? A great
Hold
I'm
on,
a bit busy
maybe.
right now.
Let's see.
Please, sir.
Yes, I'll have another white wine.
I can't imagine the bigotry you must have faced.
Sorry, thought you were a waiter. You don't happen to have a beer tap
As a
installed,
species,
do
we've
you?
never truly been
Don't
accepting of those who look a little different.
Sorry,
to next week.
thought you were a waiter. You don't happen to have a beer tap installed, do you? I wish it was covering climate change conference. That
It's
is
simply
an important
amazing
issue.
the kind of technology Santo is going to install in
I have
Rabia.
a feeling this Santo gig's going to be downright
So many new
dull.
inventions I can barely even pronounce. Smell of
Just checking with my...
To be honest, I don't really think the idea of these closed cities can take off. But I appear to be in the minority. Dallas and Seattle seem to be managing fine as self-governing states. Maybe history will play
Well, it
out
looks
differently this time.
but looks can be deceiving.
You couldn't pay me enough to live in Rabia.
Slap a little chrome on anything. You can call it an organ.
I hope Brown's got some good insurance. He's going to need it when the next hog incident happens.
Excuse me, please.
She looks just awful.
I'm a bit busy right now. Please, sir.
I can't imagine the bigotry you must have faced.
Yes, I'll have another white wine.
As a species,
Actually,
we've
I
never
never knew
truly
it
been
was
accepting of
incident.
those who look a little different.
Sorry, thought you were a waiter. You don't happen to have a beer tap installed, do you?
Why would Brown be holding his conference at the exact moment as the Climate Control Conference?
I think both
I know that Santo doesn't have the cleanest environmental record, but still. Begs the question, what will be the environmental impact of this Safe Harbor project? I think...
She scored from 60 meters, really?
Evening, sir. Don't mind me if I say I thought there would be more augmented at this event. No offense. My brother is augmented, though not quite like you.
This party will be the highlight of
To be honest, I don't really think the idea of these enclosed cities is going to take off.
You know.
But I appear to be in the minority.
I'll be able to say I was here. Right here.
Dallas and Seattle seem to be managing fine as self-governing states. Maybe history will play out differently this time.
Plus, if I brought you out to the club one day.
I, for one, am
I
here
couldn't
only
disagree with you
socially.
more.
This issue doesn't really affect
Brown
me,
never struck me
sorry
as
to
the
say.
altruistic type.
There are much more widespread problems to be dealt with. The increase in
The beer
epidemics,
sounds
for
too good to be
instance.
true. There's an ulterior motive at play here, I'm certain.
If he... One moment, please. If he believes his own hype. Well, doesn't he?
You heard his speech. Not much room for doubt there.
I know Nathaniel comes off as an humanitarian, but he is a businessman at heart, and a showman.
You may be right. I have heard that many corporations operating in the Middle East are salivating at the thought of a cheap labor force, and these augmented fit the bill.
Oh, that's nothing but local colour. It never happened. After all, Rabia is a new hope. I do believe in the Safe Harbor project.
Aren't you
But I also
well
think
put
it is
out?
ripe for exploitation.
I will bet you'd make a great name.
I would advise you to read the fine print of any contract.
Did
you sign for
Nathaniel
this
put you on the
project.
guest list? Must be exciting to be one of the first headed for a field. I watched this.
To Nathaniel Brown. Excuse me, please. I'll be right with you, sir.
Say what you will about Ralph. He knows how to throw a party.
This party will be the highlight of the year.
Maybe a little of that French joie de vivre has rubbed off on Brown since he joined Santa.
I'll be able to say I was here. Right here. Brown gave augmented people hope.
Look at the crowd. I can't believe there are so many people here.
I'd never heard of the Santo group until their whole safe harbor bid came about.
It's validating to finally be recognized.
Where's Santo headquartered
after all
anyway?
the work.
Lisbon? Kiev?
Oh, it's one of you. I should have known you'd seek me out. Look, the UN vote isn't personal. People like me, well, we'll just don't mix with people like you.
I couldn't disagree with you more.
Glad I was pegged for tonight's job. Great chance of
I
making
was
some
wondering when
connections.
one of Brown's puppets was going to make an appearance.
You're Brown's poster boy, I suppose.
Who knows? Maybe I'll end up tending bar.
Don't bother explaining. I understood you the moment you walked in.
Unlike some, my convictions won't be shaken by a shiny chassis and a smile.
Welcome to the Safe Harbor Conference. Do you have anything you'd like to share for posterity? No? Maybe later then. Stand right there. You can do a slow pan, show off your augmentations. Really give people hope.
This gala needs some excitement.
Well, I can't believe it. I thought the League was going to disband. You know, after the incident.
Too much money. I'm afraid. They may be out of favor, but many still like to see them perform their feats.
Yes, stretching human performance. Although I do like that one, the football player.
Oh, do you? A normal girl not enough for you, eh? Needs some mechanical tart to wind you up.
Absolutely. I think after the party I'll fly to California and let her have her way with me. Unless you can convince me otherwise.
Why would I want to deprive the poor girl of such a disappointment? She can fall into the ocean for all I care. You're mine.
You look like you'd be well informed about the Human Restoration Act.
I just don't see the attraction in athletics, really. Especially in hand athletics.
It really vexes me that so many naturals are making so much money on the backs of you augmented.
I may as well be watching robots fight it
I'm
out
not sure
on the
that
telly.
this project is really any better.
I may as well be watching robots fight it out on the telly.
Quite an event, isn't it?
Maybe
Kind
at
of
the
a
far
privilege to be here, really. Never thought I'd get to see history being made.
It's a shame people don't count when it comes to
You'd make a
voting
great
in the
cover
UN.
image, you know. Very high tech, striking. A little dangerous looking, but not too much. It's not often we get to see an Agu look so professional.
I watched last night. Horrible.
It's not often we get to see an Agu look so...
Good evening, sir. Enjoy the reception.
I can't
I'll be
imagine
honest,
the
I'm
bigotry
not
on
convinced.
his face.
You know, I think you'd look rather
As a species,
fetching on
we've
my
never
arm.
truly been accepting of those.
Imagine how the old hens would cluck.
I couldn't believe when Drown told me what project I was going to be working on.
It's not often we get to see an Og who looks so professional.
I don't come up to you demanding. Jesus H. Christ, just leave me alone already.
There are crowds of protesters in New York right now.
I had to handle
I'm surprised you're not there.
It was a nightmare.
Tell me,
music is good.
how many of your friends do you think are going to die
Who the
when
hell
the vote
knows what
passes?
Ogs want? The results of their focus tests are all over the place. I couldn't believe it when Brown told me what project I was going to be working on.
I think I've had too much.
The chance to make a difference is all I've ever really wanted.
What a fantastic turnout, don't you think? Cars to Santa,
Say what you will about Brown.
leading the way
He
to
knows
the
how to
new
drive.
world. I'm sure I'll get tenfold return on my investment.
Really? So if you get more...
Except my daughter's having a sleepover with a group of her friends. I'd rather deal with these bores than 20 preteen monsters. The au pair is in for quite a night, poor man.
Speaking of, have you had more trouble with his permit?
Over here!
I remember there was an issue when you made an offer on the apartment, but you thought Mr. Brown might step in.
Actually, he did. Smoothed the whole process over for us, and a number of his other employees. Turns out, quite a few of us that bought on the Apex compound had augmented health at home, so...
It pays to know the right people, my dear. And Nathaniel Brown is definitely the right people.
You wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you? One of my
Good
neighbors
evening.
is looking for someone.
It's so good to see one of you augmented
I
here.
know
given
that
the
it's
occasion.
difficult for many of you to find
Well, I won't keep
licensed
you.
sponsors.
I'm sure you're very busy
Poor
cleaning,
man.
serving, or... I don't come up to you demanding attention.
At least the music is good.
At least the music's good.
Their money's good at these big corporate events, but sometimes not satisfying. Artistically. Sorry, sir, no requests tonight. Playlist
At
is
least the music is
pre-approved.
good.
Area is restricted.
Moving up!
Bores than 20 preteen monsters.
Please.
One moment,
You were
please.
saying. Please.
You'd
You
make
were
a
saying.
great cover image, you know. Except my
Very
daughter.
high.
I've had too much.
Their money's good at these big corporate events. Sometimes
Hey. Never heard.
No sign of that.
Looking forward to seeing these assholes beg for their life.
Rabia my ass. Bet no one thought of having to clean sand out of old mess. This was easier than I thought.
Strange. Haven't gotten an update from the CSO in a while.
Rabia my ass. Bet no one thought of having to clean sand out of augments. Primary is a no-show.
I took down another guard. Still got nothing. I'll keep looking.
Copy that.
This was easier than I thought.
Not much longer now.
Glad to be out of that uniform.
Sector, report.
Going to have a mess to clean up here.
We must have popped the cards.
Can't wait to see the fallout.
I took down another guard. Still got nothing. I'll keep looking.
Copy that.
fright,
Hey,
Ralsei.
are you? Oh, sorry.
What a fantastic turnout, don't you think?
Something is about to happen.
Well, I told him I was facing.
Yes, I'll have another white wine.
Sorry, thought you were a waiter.
What is taking so long?
Whatever. I'm here for the free food. What a fantastic turnout, don't you think? Here's to Santo, leading the way to the new world.
Say what you will about Brown. He knows how to
I'm
throw a
sure I'll get tenfold return
When you
on
look
my
at that
investment.
French
Hey, are you? Oh, sorry. Just a few more minutes.
Have to remember to grab a bottle for later.
I'm ready for another.
Prioritize the info. I should check in with my agent.
You, over here.
Understand the attraction. Is it feasible? Well, I told him to taste
This is just not what I thought it would be.
It's bound to happen sooner or later.
I believe the restrooms are in the reception hall.
I've neutralized all the guards in the hall, McCready. Still don't have access to catering, though.
I'm gonna pull that key card out of thin air, mate. Gotta search each and every one of them.
I've got the key card. Should be in the catering area soon. You guys copy?
Miller! Jensen, you there? Fucking stairwells were rigged with tripwires.
Are you... okay? Is it the bombs?
No, negative, just some low-yield shit. I'm fine. Look, I gotta work around this debris. It's gonna take me a while longer to reach you.
No worries, I got this one. Just be safe.
Copy that.
Hold on, maybe.
This is just not what I thought it would be. Interesting. Look.
I guess we'll have to...
All right, Miller, McCready. I'm inside catering.
Jensen, I think my comms might still be fucked after that stairwell explosion. Are you getting anything from Miller?
Negative. Miller, you hearing us?
Jesus Christ, this whole fucking building's gone daffy. Wouldn't be surprised if it's in the air. Well, look, I can read you fine, so just keep me posted.
3. Copy. Copy report. Clear. Copy back.
Weapons are loaded, materials.
McCready, Miller's hurt. Bad. I need backup in the catering area.
Jensen, Christ.
Don't try to move, Jim. Help should be on its way soon.
No. No. Forget about me. You've got to find Brown. Warn him. The gold mask. They've poisoned the champagne. Send it to meeting rooms. Beyond the reception hall. Oh, I tried to stop him. But I ended up here.
McCready, the Orchid is in play. We need to...
You should be dead, Adam Jensen. Instead, you show up here with your comrades in tow, forcing me to adapt to the situation.
So poisoning Brown and the delegates, that's your plan B? Sorry, brother, it's not gonna work.
You only see a piece of the picture. Maybe you can save those rich bastards. Maybe in some grand hypothetical future, doing so will erase the damage that has been done, restoring liberty and balance, improving the lives of millions of augmented people like us. But tonight, because of you, hundreds of men, women, and children must be sacrificed. Because of your interference, I had to place explosives in the residential towers across the way. I can send a detonation signal at any time. But if you come to the exhibition hall right now, maybe I won't have to. We can avoid another unnecessary tragedy, brother. Provided you don't take too long to reach me.
McCready, the bombs.
I heard. I don't know if I'll find him in time, but I'm already on it. Fucking hell!
Shit.
You gotta stop this psycho, Jensen.
Just hang on, Miller. I'll find...
No time. Or force me to drink. Too late for me, Jensen, but you... There's still time to save the others.
Jim, I'm sorry.
No. This isn't on you. Understand? You're a good agent. Wait.
Save your strength.
No. Listen. That's not what I wanted to say. What I mean to say is, you're a good man, Adam. Even when I doubted, I always knew.
It's just all so interesting.
Not now.
Interesting. If the Human Restoration Act goes through, you've worked there.
Exfil less than 20. Be ready. No eyes on primary. Flank until cleanup. Better get that exemption they promised.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
They better pay us as much as they say.
The caravan will be gone. This
Not much longer now. Just anxious to see this through. We all are.
Enough. You must be vigilant.
The statement will be made, and the rest will be left to history.
As quiet for them arrival.
Adam, it's me. That pocket secretary in Hong Kong. It went live a few seconds ago. Just long enough to shoot out a message.
You intercepted it?
Yeah, but it's cryptic. Looks like meeting in session. Proceed with delivery. Key 2202.
As we consider the importance of this moment on a national level, on a global level, on a humanitarian
Nobody
level...
drink. The champagne's been poisoned.
But I had it replaced. It's a cuvée de prestige.
You and your guests need to get out of Apex Center now, Brown. Slater's dead. Tarvos is compromised. They've come to stop you. Can you get everyone to the helipad?
Yes, of course. My security team will escort us, but what about the other attendees?
TF-29 will evacuate them. I'm going after the people who did this.
Then you have a long way to climb.
McCready, I got to Brown, warned him about the ship. Hey, the security team is getting him and his guests to safety.
Good, that. Fucking Marchenko wasn't lying, though. The residential towers are packed solid with explosives. If he uses that remote detonator...
I'm heading to the exhibition hall now to stop him. Get your team started on defusing those bombs. Maybe with luck we can pull this off.
Luck? We're both gonna need a shitload of that, mate. I'll see you on the other side.
You are taking a long time to arrive, brother. I would rather not cause more death today than necessary. But like the good soldier I am, I will do what I must. If you do not stop me. Time is running out. Confirm report of low ping. Copy that. Confirm. No contact. Over. Located target. Copy. Target group. Get the beacon in there. You are taking a long time to arrive, brother. I would rather not cause more death today than necessary. But like the good soldier I am, I will do what I must. If you do not stop me. Time is running out. Copy on the report. Roger. Confirm back. Sector clear. Roger.
AO is dark and quiet.
Safety's off. Fire at will.
Let's get this done.
Take it. Go. No trouble. Don't hit anywhere.
Waiting for the info.
Why have you not come? Is your faith in hypotheticals truly that strong? Apparently not. You have made the right choice, brother. Why should so many die so loudly, when a far more subtle message can be sent? To achieve my mission, I only need Brown and his guests to die. And you, of course. Now show yourself!
I'm right here, Victor. And you're done hurting people today.
Yeah. Hurting. Murdering them. Wearing death is the penance of victory for men like us. And I still have one death to wear! I will destroy everything! Put another round in it. Locate the hostage. Proceed. Could have ended. This long ago, brother. Can I get some hustle, please? Waiting for the right moment to strike. I am getting real tired of this other shit. shiny. You are only delaying this. I am getting tired of this shit, shiny. Watch for the debris.
Search and execute.
Who sent you here? Do you truly trust them? You move quiet. Come out, brother. I hear you, brother. Now, brother, we end this. Yes! Attack him! Mind you, Shadow. See what he's up. won't. I am growing impatient.
An execution is now.
Who sent you here? Do you truly trust them? Fire out! I will find you! your head. Got eyes from the front.
McCready. It's over.
Santo CEO Nathaniel Brown took to the stage today to praise Interpol and Tarvis security services for thwarting what could have been a major terror attack during his Safe Harbor convention last week. Interpol has confirmed that a group of radical terrorists linked to the Augmented Rights Coalition wired the residential towers surrounding Apex Center with enough explosives to destroy 2 city blocks. As shocking as that fact turns out to be, Brown had only this controversial opinion to give.
We must not make rash decisions based on fear, nor should we allow a vocal minority to dictate our future. The Human Restoration Act is a perversion of all the United Nations stands for. In time, I believe saner minds on the Security Council will prevail.
Strong words from a man with an even stronger bank account. Let us see if his prediction proves true. This is Eliza Costello.
Hey, are you even listening to this?
Live
We won!
from Pike.
Did we?
We completely disrupted their plan. Marchenko, the Orchid, the bombs. You've been under too long, man. Time to come up for air. Take a breath. Janus messaged me last night, said Brown's been lobbying like a champ. He and the people you saved know the act isn't a solution. Picus will talk around it as long as they can, but that thing is finished.
Janus always seems to have the inside track. Except when it really matters.
Miller, right? I'm sorry, Adam. I really did think he was working for the Illuminati.
For a while, we both did. By the time I realized he was innocent. We can't change the past. We have to keep going.
What are you thinking?
How many more plans do they have in motion? How many more soldiers like Marchenko are waiting for the call?
Don't call him a soldier. He was a thug, man. Soldiers have a code of honor.
Soldiers follow orders, too. He was prepared to obey his, no matter the consequences.
Sounds like you're sorry he's dead.
He made his choice, I made mine. Regardless, we want the men behind him. Behind the Human Restoration Act. The ones still out there in the shadows. It's time for me to start pulling them into the light.
Well, now we got names. Manderley and Page. The collective won't stop until we bring these guys down.
Yeah? Well, there's one more name I want to put a face to. Janus.
So that's what you've been chewing on. Look, I'll try, Adam, but I already told you, he doesn't like meetings that aren't on his terms.
Then give him a choice. Either he sets up a meeting, face to face, or I find him myself. I think it's high time we met the man behind the mask, Alex. Don't you?
This report just in. Law enforcement officials in Prague have tracked down and captured the bomb maker, whose deadly explosive devices claimed the lives of dozens of innocent travelers earlier this week. The woman, an ex-army demolition specialist named Allison Stanek, appears to be a religious fanatic and leader of the tech cult group, Church of the Machine God. Police arrested her and several of her followers inside the cult's headquarters, following an extensive investigation. If you ask me, folks, That is some very good news indeed. A coroner's report released in Prague today offers shocking new insight into the death of Dr. Talis Rucker, former leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Apparently, the primary cause of the doctor's death was the exceedingly high level of alcohol found in his system. No other toxins were present, nor were there signs of any suspicious activity. Sources close to Rucker tell me he had been struggling with alcoholism ever since becoming a public figure. I am sure I do not need to remind you folks that the organization he founded, the Augmented Rights Coalition, has been linked to last week's horrifying terror attack in London. It seems not so long ago that Dr. Talis Rucker was on this very program, trying to convince all of us that his Augmented Rights Coalition was a non-violent organization. Today, of course, we are all a little bit wiser. It did not take long for ARC to reveal its true colors once Dr. Rucker was dead. Since last week's attack, the United Nations has officially labeled ARC a terrorist organization. As we speak, brave state police officers in the Czech Republic are raiding ARC-controlled compounds inside the Udelek complex. Here is an example of the defiance they are encountering.
This is where you have it all wrong. Wrong! ARC was framed. You people, you don't see, you don't realize that Viktor Marchenko was not ARC. He was trying to kill ARC, kill the cause. But he has failed. We are strong, we are innocent, and we will not be used as pawns by rich, scared men who want to make us less than human.
I am sorry, young man, but methinks thou doth protest too much. The Diwali criminal organization is under intense scrutiny this evening for their role in the London attack. Evidence uncovered by Interpol indicates that high-ranking members of the chapter in Prague supplied weapons and logistical support to ARC terrorists. Among those being sought for questioning is Radic Nikoladze, leader of the Diwali's Prague chapter. Sources close to the man tell me, however, that Nikoladze has gone off the grid, and it is unlikely he will ever be found. An indication of guilt, perhaps? Join the online discussion and let us know what you think. News out of Paris today, where a sharp rise in illegal underground publications may have links to a prison escape recently orchestrated in Prague. Last week, Czech state police were holding members of the underground news group Samizdat on charges of disturbing the peace, human trafficking, and media terrorism. The radicals escaped their holding cell, however, and are believed to have subsequently made their way deeper into Western Europe. Shortly after their escape, a radical publication called Silhouette began appearing throughout France. Has Samizdat rebranded itself as Silhouette? I am sure you will agree with me on this one, folks, no matter what name these people go by. There is nothing more dangerous than the spread of false news. Turning our attention now to a more colorful story. A recent incident inside an illegal underground drug laboratory has led authorities to the heart of Prague's Neon operation. According to sources familiar with the new drug, the dangers of Neon had more to do with illegal distribution methods and criminal ties than with consuming the drug itself. Make no mistake, folks, Neon is illegal, and the dismantling of this laboratory is good news for everyone. However, some government officials have hinted to me that the drug may have therapeutic benefits, and if so, a government-approved version of Neon could be made available to the public eventually. Further testing will be required, of course, so only time will tell.
That is not the point. You should have all been informed.
That is why we are here now.
Volkart, what's done is done. The broad strokes of the operation were very clear and haven't changed. There are always adjustments that will occur in the field. You should know that.
Adjustments? Those were not mere adjustments.
Interpol was more capable than we anticipated. They have a new augmented agent by the name of...
Adam Jensen.
Who we believe may have had external help. Possibly by the Juggernaut Collective or even Janus directly.
We're looking into it, but we...
All that is speculation at this point. Let's find out more and reconvene later this week. Thank you, everyone. That'll be all.
It's your own fault.
I'm aware of that, Doctor.
Elizabeth sends her regard.
Report.
Overall, the subject seems quite well adjusted despite the massive traumas he's experienced. And his memories are still consistent with the program. He is remarkably stable.
Excellent. How close is he to contact with Janus?
Very.
It's only a matter of time.